My name is James Williams Jr. This is Country Addict number 2. This is my last video for tonight. So as you guys know, if you've been watching what's been going on with the news, we have North Korea incident. We have a red-headed troll rolling the country down disaster road. And I want to address them one more time before I post any more videos or go to sleep. I'm not one to place too much judgment on people. Because I know I'm going to have to stand before the great Lord and answer to everything that I say today, that I've said yesterday, and that I'll say tomorrow, which legally is right now. But I'm going to say this because it needs to be said. We have to sleep light. Anytime somebody can worry more about a fucking football game instead of what's going on with a country threatening us, we have some problems. I mean, whoever's like his advisory guys, they're lacking in their job. And if they're not lacking in their job, then maybe his wife needs to give him a phone check so that he can stop doing this dumb shit. Oh, I would like to have one of those NFL owners go out and fire that son of a bitch. Yes, I didn't quote it right. I don't care. I don't want to quote this guy. I don't want to give him any more fire than this video is going to give him now. We have a clusterfuck in our country. And there's nothing we can do at all. For you people who voted this asshat in, I hope you're happy. As a vet, I want to know, are you going to honor your word and help vets? Or are you too busy trying to see what's between my legs to decide if I deserve to get anything at all? Well, I'm not transgender. I'm actually a real man who wants to stay a man. I don't want to serve a president who wants to take soldiers, people who want to be in the military, out of the military, and take away our God-given right and our honor to serve and protect this country from foreign and domestic terrorists, just because of the simple fact that this dude feels that he needs to wear a dress. So what? If he wants to wear his dress in the battlefield and it scares the fuck out of the enemies, hey, I'm down with that. You know why? Because my Native American ancestors wore war paint to scare the fuck out of their enemies. Now, I've also addressed the fact that I honestly, truly to God, believe that Donald Trump is a racist. Oh, I said his name, didn't I? Ooh, kryptonite. Okay, so the red-headed troll is a racist. I've posted videos of him being racist towards Native Americans for casinos. I have seen his little rants about how he said he wasn't going to touch Standing Rock. What did he do? He went against his own word, and you guys are calling me a hypocrite. I can't support this guy, man. My ancestors didn't get rights until 1929. The Native American ancestors. Hell, the white ancestors had it, and the black ancestors fought and died for it, and still wasn't even treated like they were citizens. But the Native American ancestors got it the worst because they had to live on a rock, and if you stepped off the rock, we shoot you. That was pretty much the treaty policy. We indoctrinate you. We chop off your long hair and give you the mop top Beatles haircut because it's substantial that you look like us instead of look like who you are. Instead of running wild and free with the Mustang, you have to put on these shorts and this shirt that constricts you so that you have to do what we say. And y'all think that he's not a racist by complaining about the casinos. He's not a racist by stabbing them in the back and getting rid of the treaty that Obama had put in place to protect Standing Rock. Now you may think I'm wrong. You can call me whatever the hell you want. You know why? Because his actions aren't affecting you. And this is why people don't seem to understand. If the red-headed stepson, or the red-headed troll, the red-headed billionaire, the bum in office, the guy running the ship, Actions don't affect your wallet, don't affect where you live, don't affect your drinking water, don't affect how your children are going to come up or how their children aren't going to come up properly, then you don't care. If it's not affecting the fact that you're going to need a job in the next 10 years, you don't care. And why don't you care? Because unlike Dr. Martin Luther King, which you clearly have not heard the speech of, what doesn't affect you directly will affect you indirectly on some level or another. I probably didn't quote that right either, so I'm sorry to the King family for fucking that up. But I will tell you this. There are a lot of dead people rolling in their graves right now for the choices that this red-headed troll is making. It is horrible that this is continuing on. It's horrible that he has gotten us so far away from the Russian meddling. It's horrible that we still have to deal with him pissing off Kim Jong-un, calling him Little Rocket Man, and just bogarting his power. I have friends that are of Asian ethnicity. I don't want to see anybody in North Korea die. I don't want to see anybody in South Korea die. Some of my boys, when I was in Bravo and Delta, got shipped over there. So I don't want to lose any of my friends due to this red-headed troll that a bunch of you jackasses voted in. And for you women, who I guess don't care if your fellow females are grabbed by the vagina and the breast, so you must be high society. Because this guy literally didn't bother helping Billy Bush get another job. Billy's still unemployed, just like me. But the difference is Billy already had money, but no one has the right to not work. Everyone has to work to make a living, except for the people who are just using welfare because they don't want to work. Now with the people who are using it because they don't have an option and they can't work, or because of the people who have disabilities because they can't work, where the people are just using the fuck out of disability and there's not a goddamn thing wrong with them. But apparently mental disability counts as disability, even though if you are mentally capable of working but you don't want to go off and get a job, you want to party all day and rock all night, and I understand that because I'm a real fan of Kiss, because who doesn't want to rock and roll all night and party every day? Who doesn't want to do that? But do your shit right. Make an honest living. I'm going to end this with this. For all you supporters of Trump, no. If he does get us into war, or if he does get us killed, this is on you. So I hope you have made peace with whatever religion you have, with whatever spirit you have, and more importantly, you have to understand something. He's never had to serve. He's never wanted to serve. But he has served his wallet and the damn nation of Native Americans because they don't look Native Americans. Well, not all Native Americans look the same. The tribes change colors and looks by region. Regions, you have to adapt. So wherever you live, your body adapts to that. When you're born, your body adapts to whatever is going on outside of your mom's body. Your body adapts to that in the womb. So if you have to have a big nose because you're going to live somewhere where there's not a lot of air, and you have to get as much of that shit in there as possible, it happens. You have to have a small nose. You have to have a nose like mine. It's in between. You're going to adapt. Simple as that. You're going to adapt because the humans, we are the kings and queens of adaptation. In fact, we're the main species that has to adapt. Because animals don't have the consciousness of, it's so cold that I'm going to die. They have a need to feed. And if you're in their way, they may feed on your ass. So he's at the top of the food chain. But he's throwing away all the fresh meat. And he's not leaving anything for us. So you guys who voted for this guy, you better hope like hell he doesn't get us killed. And in closing, because I'm a vet, and everything he's trying to do to the transgender vets and the transgender community in general, this guy is like fucked up, man. You can't lead a country without soldiers to protect the country. You get rid of all the soldiers. Let's say you get rid of all the transgender soldiers, but they have the best records for shooting. They can shoot wings off of flies at 300 yards, but you want to get rid of them. Yeah, that sounds like a stupid-ass idea. I want a guy or a girl who can shoot the wings off a fly at 300 yards, whiz the bullet past my ear, hit my earring without killing me, and kill a fly and the bad guy at the same time. You want those guys backing your ass up, especially if you got infantry like me and I can't shoot for shit. So I want someone who can actually shoot way better than me, covering my ass. So when we have to do the job and fall back, I want that person to be able to cover me so that I can get back to my mom, to my siblings, to somebody that gives a flying shit about me. For those of you who don't know any veterans, for those of you who are not veterans, for those of you who could care less about the people that serve, without us, there is no you. You take out all the soldiers, you become slaves. Keep that in mind while you're laughing at me. I'm James Williams Jr. Copenhagen number 2. Be seeing